All right. So it is our grand final, Neo. We're finally there.
It is after a little more than a week, like 10 days or something. We finally concluded here. We cut down from 16 players to 2, and those are the remaining ones. Spawning in the bottom right is the red human player, the winner of Robam, the runner-up of PGL, and now close to claim his second title this year, TH.
And we are sure that there is no advantage for the upper bracket player, right?
I just said it like 3 times that there's a 1-0 for TH.
I'm sorry. I'm trying
no problem. I know how production stuff can irritate you.
I thought there wasn't going to be an advantage, but all right. Going old school, not only with a 4x3 setup here, but also with the rules of the 1-0 lead. I think you are generally in favor of the 1-0 lead, right?
Yeah, but in a best of 5, it kind of... I think it's a bit too hard. In a best of 7, it's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, well, best of 7, man. I can't remember when that was last time the case in a Warcraft tournament.
TWCL 2, the grand final.
Really?
Yeah.
And the TWCL was just a few days ago, the last one. Was it also best of 7?
That was best of 5.
Okay. Seems like your audio seems to be cutting out a little bit here in Skype. That is unfortunate, and hopefully that will stabilize. Alright. We have Ancient Isles here. There's gonna be no Warden this time for life. It's gonna be a Demon Hunter, and TH most likely has to be happy with this. Of course, Ancient Isles, another map where Warden is not naturally the greatest, as it might be on Echo Isles or on Turnas. He seemed to favor it a lot against Infi, but now he's going back to the more traditional hero. You think this was also a choice because of the opponent he was facing? Not just because of the map and matchup?
Possible. Infi versus the Demon Hunter, I think in general pretty strong, but on the other side, he didn't really stand a chance against Moon in the past couple of weeks and months. And Moon is not really a Warden player as well, so there are ways to fight Infi with the Demon Hunter. I think in general this matchup is not the strongest, and I don't think it was just because of Infi.
Well, he has shown us by now that he can play both heroes. The Warden yesterday from him really didn't look too great at all, but today he made it work pretty well. I mean, it was not like the crazy efficiency out of Lord Light. It was not played to the absolute perfection, but it was pretty damn good, pretty damn solid, pretty damn strong. And he really likes those Shadow Priests. He gets them all the time early on against the Water Elementals, obviously. And the AM now already out of mana, without level 2, without the Brilliance Aura, and trying to go for the Expo. He has another Wisp here to detonate, but he doesn't even need it because there's no more Water Elementals. Oh, he's waking up the creeps here with a building being set up, and here we go. Of course, this might be Immolation, but probably not. He's low on mana already.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be evasion. Right clicks on the Shadow Priest. There is not too much mana left on him, so everything is her. The Demon Hunter just has to pick up the pieces here. This Militia is almost dead, but he's just right clicking on the Archmage so far. Oh, this Footman might be dead. Of course, the advantage for the Archmage. Nice saves by both players here, actually.
I mean, he was blocking that Footman as well, but now the AM in trouble again. The block coming out from the Shadow Priest. How good are his Dota skills? Pretty good so far, as it seems. But the AM will outrun the Shadow Priest, or will he? Or will he? I think he's forced into a TP, right? Oh, he gets the boots. Very close, man. Only 66 HP for him remaining, and even now returning to deal a little bit of damage to the Shadow Priest. And this Archmage, man, dancing with death. Finally level 2 for the Aura, but all the peasants are gone. This expansion is not happening.
This is, of course, one of the best Night Elf maps against human because the expansion is so hard to take with Amazonia together and maybe Secret Valley, the top 3 maps for Night Elf versus human. Okay, no Immolation, but still... Oh, whoa, that mana burn was quite close. We saw Infi failing the first creep on Amazonia, and he still made it happen to set up the expansion. Maybe TH can overcome this as well, get another pickup here with the Archer. And the tech for life is almost finished.
For the
Sends a
AM,
new
taking a
shot,
few
so
shots. The mana burn will be enough! Doesn't calculate it correctly. That was pretty obvious. Everyone knows level 1 mana burn is 35 damage on a hero.
A town is under siege.
Oh man, now there's the Naga, and there's not even an AM. The peasants, they kill off the creeps in the meantime. Opening up the expo, but there was no expansion gained from this, so the AM still not level 3. He has the boots though, so he can get away. There's a shop in the main to heal him up with, but this expansion in a ton of trouble as a Demon Hunter Naga coming in.
Indeed, but of course they're not going into the main base. They want to knock down this expansion once again. And I think there's big potential. Claws +6 on the Demon Hunter. Here we go. No Town Hall to cancel. Naga, so much damage right from the bat. First peasant, saves himself into the gold mine, but not for too much longer. Here comes TH though.
As we're real careful with the AM, but with him having boots and the Demon Hunter not, he can try to dance a little bit here. No Ancients of Wind, by the way. We have the double lore coming, the standard, and also a counter expansion coming up for life. So he's not committing all into this pressure, but he would love to get some more pickoffs here, especially the AM. That would be the grand prize. But yeah, the boots of speed make him too mobile. But a few footmen most certainly will be falling. More militia have to come from the main to reinforce, and this of course costs so much lumber.
Is under siege.
As, well, actually, TH has quite a bit to work with here, honestly. Over time was able to accumulate a lot of lumber and, well, footmen will be falling. And we saw a lot of the Chinese humans going for mass footmen. Him, not so much just yet.
He's building the expansion with 8 peasants. That's costing so many resources, so expensive, and he has to catch up in tech like super quick. The Dryads are coming up. Dispel upgrade is in the queue. So far, Life is doing everything correct. Still no level 3 though. Naga level 1.5, getting a few more shots. The Archmage can hunt her down with the advantage of the boots and the claws of attack, make him a little stronger. But here comes the Dryads to the rescue, as well as Moon Juice.
Another double slow. The AM may have to be careful. Alright, but he does get out. And I'm surprised that TH didn't even scout for this counter expo. This is the most obvious spot where you can place it, and you can always send one footman there at least. If you can cancel it, that's another question. I think he may have been able to though. But at least scouting for it. He didn't do it though. His expansion is up, finally. I think his tech started. Yes, it did. So it's not too late. But he's gonna be facing a bit more pressure here. Demon Hunter is level 3 already. The Naga doesn't have a staff yet, so he can't go super low and then staff out. And the AM still only level 3, man. He is so slowed down this game.
Level 2 it is.
Level 2, I mean. Yeah, not even level 3, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. It's the pressure of life that holds them down. But yeah, the Dryads, of course, a nice addition. Dispel upgrade should be finished any second. Yeah, it is finished already, so he can dispel the water elementals. Level 2 on the Naga means fork lightning. Additional area of effect damage to the workers or footmen or whatever. And he knocks down the second scout tower most likely. Yeah, killing the peasant here. This is not looking too good for TH. Can he trap the Archmage? Looks like it. Mighty right clicks. There's a town portal. Will he take it? Yes, he does. To his main base. But abandoning this scenery means the expo is gonna be dead.
God, man. And this doesn't even have to kill him. This doesn't even have to deal tremendous damage. Again, remember the the Tree of Life counter expo has been set up, is finished, and will be soon starting to creep. Tier 3 has been started by him as well. Bears are coming. Adept training, I can only imagine, is gonna be coming. He killed most of the peasants in here. And he's looking for more. The AM man, still dancing with death. Has no more TP and no invul.
Slowly but steady, the Night Elf heroes are hurting as well. But he wants to get a few more footmen for more experience. Has to be careful about the Naga though, but with Dryads, of course, and the slow, he can micro around it, and it works flawlessly so far.
And defend has only just started. Seems like he skipped on defend for a faster tech, and that's really hurting him. Now the AM, maybe getting a kill on the Demon Hunter, but perfectly timed. The rejuvenation from the bear comes in, and now he can keep on pressuring the AM. Might be going out a little bit too far. Yep, he's out of his depths. And that's the GG. That is the first map for life. And with TH coming from the upper bracket, that is the equalizer for our 1-1 in this best of 7.
Exactly. I was really impressed with Life's micro here at the end. That was really cool. In the mid game already, the block, like, in general, I wasn't too impressed with his micro, and he didn't do like super amazing stuff with his macro as well. Just playing rather safe and doing good decisions and stuff. But here, for one of the first times, I'm really impressed with his play. The blocks were on point, the last hits, when to retreat with your heroes, everything basically perfect. And that's why he got the equalizer here. But this was, of course, his map to take. Bad map for TH. And, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have almost all of the maps today. We have 6 maps to be played out. Those are Turtle Rock, Echo Isles, Ancient Isles, Twisted Meadows, Tyrannus, Last Refuge, and Amazonia. And we already saw Ancient Isles, obviously. So getting one bad map out of the way first. I think this early Shadow Priest for him makes a big difference. I mean, it's not revolutionary or anything. We've seen it a lot of times before, but many Night Elves nowadays skip on it, or at least if they get it, don't go so aggressive. But he gets level 2 and runs over immediately. Yeah. Doesn't care about level 3. He's gonna be there with the Shadow Priest. He's gonna be dispelling your Water Elemental. If you have another one, there's gonna be a Wisp there to dispel that one as well. So lots of aggressive play coming out of him, and works out most of the time so far.
Yeah, I'm curious. Next map is Turtle Rock.
Okay.
If this is close spawn, that's gonna be super exciting. Like, I can imagine a Tinker play then there.
You think so? Because I can't see a Warden here. I absolutely cannot.
I can. From life I can.
Oh, but Turtle Rock is really, I mean...
I feel like he likes to play the Warden where no one else plays Warden.
Yeah, I get your psychology standpoint here, but Turtle Rock is really bad. Really bad. For creeping level 3. Oh, here we go again already. This was quick. So we're gonna hop into game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. Alright. So you say maybe it is gonna be the Warden. I'm gonna be surprised, but hey, it's life. It seems like he just does what he wants, and the last couple of maps here in the MoCup, it's been working out for him. And ooh, it's close position. Is TH gonna try to abuse this? Is he gonna send out a militia right away? Oh, this is gonna be a big tell. I'm looking straight at the human base. Where is it going? He's not doing it yet.
Out.
There we go. All right. This was the second peon, I think. The second peasant. Was actually... Yeah, it was the second peasant he constructed. No, the first one, right? Yeah, I think the first one he constructed. Alright. He's gonna see the close position. How quick is his reaction gonna be? Check out the main. Is he pulling more? Or is he playing it standard?
Looks like standard play, right?
Okay.
Nothing fast here. Curious. He's pulling the creeps towards the Engine of War. But that's about it. No mass militia running over immediately. No direct lumber mill or anything. But this is going to be so much pressure for life. Usually he likes it the other way around. Putting up pressure onto...
Alright, with the close position, you think it's still going to be Warden?
Nope.
Okay, it's the Demon Hunter. Against the Archmage, of course. So we saw Life prioritizing level 2 and Shadow Priests quite heavily, and that is, both of them, hard to do. Shadow Priests obviously impossible because there's no Merc camp on Turtle Rock, and level 2 not as easy to get here. Especially level 3 though, that's where things get really tricky. But also, if TH was hoping to expand this game with the close positions, that is made 100 times more difficult.
That's true. In general, expanding not that cool here on Turtle Rock. But now he's sending the militia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, the timing.
Scouts.
Really good. Okay. Here we go. Demon Hunter pops out. Is this gonna be maybe Immolation first, or does he go with a Mana Burn again? We know some Night Elves really like Immolation, but Life, I don't think I've seen him pick it once yet in his career, in his games that I've observed. Of course, it's gonna be the Water Elemental. There's no question there. Demon Hunter. He's probably still holding the skill point and thinking about it. The double detonate comes in against the Water Elemental, almost getting rid of it, and he kills the first Moonwell. That is a big deal. A new one has been set up in the back. That's gonna take some time.
Okay, drives him back for now, the Hunter.
It's just too of a damage at the moment with the first after combined. But
Unfortunately, we can barely understand anything you're saying. I think Skype is not having fun with you right now. More militia coming from the main, and this is a very aggressive play. It's not the immediate pull of the militia, but it's pretty damn quick. He's definitely going to be getting this Moonwell. The next one, I don't think so. Double Wisp Detonate coming in once more, burning not the Demon Hunter and not the Archmage, I think. And still, he hasn't used... Did we see a single miss so far, pointing towards evasion? I don't think so. Ancient of War trying to be set up here will be cancelled though. The other Ancient of War can now finally produce archers. Because of the killed Moonwells, this was impossible for the longest time, and now so many militias in here. And this Moonwell might be falling as well. Do we have a lumber mill? Yes, we do. It's coming up right now in the main, and this is catastrophe management. Life has to deal with so many things at the moment, with towers, with footmen, with the AM, with the water elementals. He needs to repair at the same time. He has to manage his resources as well. Oftentimes in these kinds of situations, we see Night Elves floating a lot of resources. Not him though, but his Demon Hunter man extremely low already. The one archer in the back being saved just barely into Shadow Melt. But the demon! What's he gonna do about the demon? Is he gonna let him die? 7 HP, 9 HP, he gets away. But now, what does he have to work with? Only like a couple of archers. And he denied himself there, either to the creeps or to the Ancient of War. He can buy him back. Of course, not going to take too long. He's level 1. He's going to get more and more archers. He has 4 now. He's trying to cancel the buildings. The towers, gets the first one. A little bit of miss micro here. He saves... Ooh, that one does get saved. But 3 of the archers are falling. You said before his micro hasn't impressed you too much so far, and he's definitely showing a few mistakes here. And the first arcane tower does come up. Oh, GG. A good old-fashioned tier 1 tower rush against Night Elf was all the rage like 6 or 7 years ago. Disappeared for the most part, but TH shows that he still knows how to play it. Oh, and it seems like Neo left me, so it's gonna be a solo cast from now on. Okay! Neo is calling his internet provider, and hopefully that might help, possibly. But for now, it's just gonna be us guys. So, TH takes the lead. Neo died to humans, yep. Seeing the tier 1 tower rush, the cancer of many years past, he couldn't take it anymore. Of course, that's probably a one-time thing. The tower rush on Turtle Rock, we don't, as I said before, don't really see it anywhere else anymore. And maybe on Turtle Rock, if he really thinks that there's gonna be a warden, but this might be a mind game going towards TH's favor already, when he has the fear of the tower rush imprinted on Life's brain already, you know. And then on Echo Isles, maybe because of that, he is definitely gonna be picking the Demon Hunter. But the next map is not Echo Isles, but rather it is Last Refuge, and they're really quick with the games today. I like it. Don't have to wait long at all. And here we go. Oh wait, it's 2-1. Okay. So, map number 3, or basically map number 4, as far as the count goes. TH in the lead here. We saw Life yesterday picking the Warden on this map. We saw Lawliad able to play the Warden pretty damn well, beautifully, one could say, on this map with 2 Ancients of War. The first one being here, creeping this, and maybe this. And the second one being here, creeping the Merchant and the Laboratory. What Life tried to do was go for the Laboratory first, and he crept it, and the Ancient of War died. And then he tried to creep this with the other Ancient of War, and the Ancient of War died. And then he was stuck without an Ancient of War anymore. And a Warden who was level 3, but not stronger than level 3. That was yesterday against Romantic, if memory serves. And that didn't look good at all. So I would not be surprised to see him not go for the Warden here. Alright, and he chooses the Demon Hunter. Maybe remembers yesterday and it's like, yeah, let's not do that again. Especially when he's trailing 2-1 in the series in our best of 7. Does it say best of 7? No, wait. Guess we can do that here. BO7. So you guys know what's up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is this gonna be an expansion game again? Most likely. Honestly, the humans nowadays from China, they don't basically know humans at all anymore. Go one base against Night Elf. We saw rifle pushes be fairly successful until like half a year ago. Ever since then, they don't seem to be winning any games at all anymore. Kind of like bears against orc. Doesn't seem to work anymore. And we see an instant expansion, like literally, as fast as you can do it, out of the Archmage. This is gonna result in him being low level for very, very long. He's gonna get 188 experience from this.
A player's
And then
forces
Demon Hunter,
are under
he
attack.
trapped his little camp and going for the expansion right away. That will be his level 2.
Town is under siege.
Usually he likes to go for Merc camp pulls, but I don't think that works on... Oh, Wisp. I don't think that works on Last Refuge, right? I think the creeps hang around and you can't steal them or something. Isn't it like that? So Demon Hunter gets level 2, 2 very nice items indeed. He's gonna need to heal up here. But the Wisp is already in position to counter expand. Archmage finds a kill on another Wisp, giving him level 2. That's really, really not supposed to happen. One more Wisp in danger. But the Demon Hunter will be coming back. The third Moonwell is finishing, so he has quite a bit of juice to work with. And yeah, he's full HP. There we go. AM will be getting burned, but might... Oh, nicely saving the Wisps here. Good Micro coming out of life. On Telrock with his Archer control, he seemed to be slipping a little bit. But here with the Wisp save, it's absolutely spot on. Counter expansion being seen by the Footman immediately. Obviously here, the Expo will be coming up without contention. The Demon Hunter is busy trying to defend. Can the AM and the Footman kill this? Obviously there's no more mana for Water Elemental. And a lot of archers. These are 5 archers now.
Town is under siege.
Didn't I see another one? 4 or 5 archers. Okay. So what TH did here is he bought time for the Expo. It's pretty close to finishing now. No peasants have died, but the important thing, this one here is still alive. Is he maybe going to get a Telly Staff right now? Boots of Speed. He's trying to go for the expansion kill again, and this should be very obvious to life. This should be super obvious. He gets the double mobility on his first hero. Alright, and here we go again. AM almost has the mana. This would be big. This Water Elemental is probably going to decide if he gets the expansion, and he gets the mana. This is a mistake out of life. He should have parked archers around his expansion here to see the AM coming. To be there in time with the Demon Hunter to cancel. And yeah, this is not gonna be enough. It may have been enough without the Water Elemental, but I don't think so. And yep. Good maneuver by TH, and a bit of a mistake by Life that delays his expansion by a minute maybe? Something like that. He does get a lot of pickoffs though. It basically cost him all of his footmen. New ones are coming though. In terms of lumber, TH is pretty low. Can't go Tekken just yet. Life being Night Elf. Already started the tech, of course. And here comes the expansion again. He has 4 archers here. Again, I say, spread them. Shadow Meld, Vision and stuff. But the Demon Hunter is now here. And will be there to save his expansion. Oh, the AM comes in again. And we'll have the Water Elemental mana again. And there it is. Life, making mistakes he shouldn't be making. Should be spreading his archers better, should be paying more attention to this archmage. But we have to say this is well done by TH, utilizing his low-level hero very, very well. Not even the staff needed, only the boots. And kind of outplaying his opponent here in the early game. But now the Demon Hunter has had enough. Wants to put on some own pressure. Very close to level 3 now. There's an arcane tower here, but he's a demon, he doesn't really care. Cancelling all the healing here, that's not bad. He's definitely going to be getting one more footman here. And that is level 3.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
So this is starting to become quite expensive. These footman kills over and over. Oh, nice, he sent a water elemental down here to scout for potential counter expo. It seems like life just isn't going to try anymore. Whoops. And a second barracks? What? We've seen this before against Undead. But against Night Elf? Alright. Well, he can't really rely on his Archmage and his Water Elementals to be carrying, because he's only level 2. Oh, walking into a surround. Not quite. Stab is on cooldown. So he will be forced into a TP if he finds himself in a surround here. He wants the AM. He wants him bad. The Naga is here as well, but there are boots on the Archmage, so he will be getting away.
A player's forces
Alright,
are
what do
under
we have here?
attack.
Tier 2 finished, obviously, as we could see from the Naga. And Ancients of Lore are coming in. 1 and 2. But no counter expansion still. But the AM. That's the thing with the instant expansion. You will be stuck on level 1 or 2 for so damn long. Footmen are moving south, firmly expecting an expansion, but they're like, oh, well, I guess not.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe he'll be able to cancel these Ancients of Lore, whilst the tier 3 has already started. Oh, I love this. Setting up farms in front of his main base here, so that the siege bears can't tear it down too easily. And yeah, this is definitely gonna be enough for the cancellation of at least the first Ancient of Lore. Second one will be coming up. And TH, man, playing this really well. And he doesn't go for the expo. Doesn't feel that it's necessary to get even in terms of economy. We have the Naga now as well for TH. Is he now finally gonna try to start some creep camps, or does he keep up the pressure? Maybe he feels, alright, I've delayed his expansion enough, so even if he goes for it now, it's gonna be too late. Where's his production sitting? Oh, he's tier 2 already, man. The double sanctums are coming. Does he have a workshop yet? He does not. But probably only a question, a matter of time. And the 70 push, it seems like, is gonna be coming. And usually on one base, the Night Elf is not able to hold that, especially
A player's forces are
without
under
a
attack.
high level panda. And obviously we don't have a panda this game. Riflemen are coming, and he seems to totally be skipping on the workshop. Doesn't have a shredder, so lumber isn't the easiest commodity. Now we have the
Player's
counter
forces are
expansion,
under
but this
attack.
is so late. I think he might be better off not expanding and put the resources into units instead. AM still only level 2, but he will be level 3 in a second here. And, well, the 70 push is close. He's already at 66. And now Life is looking for a fight. This does not seem to be the best timing ever. Burning once. Is he going to be forced into the heal potion already? Oh, the block from the breaker. Really well done. The demon trying to staff out. There is a Fog Lightning, but she's too far away. May not have been enough
Player's
damage.
forces are under attack.
Level 1 Fog Lightning probably wouldn't have been enough. .48 supply now. For Life. Where did all the peasants go? TP home, coming from TH. Offensive, defensive. Oh, very offensive. Almost getting the surround here on the demon. Does he have a staff? He doesn't. We know how Life likes to skip on the staff. He could be getting a kill. Does he realize it? He's not trying to go for the surround. He doesn't realize there is not a staff. Oh, man. That could have potentially been a kill. That would have been disastrous. And I'm surprised that TH isn't running across immediately. He has his AT supply now. Not the perfect army. He doesn't have mortar teams, but still a good army. Oh, there finally we do have the workshop. A little late, but it is there. The adept training is coming for priests as well as sorceresses. Doesn't have the level 2 archmage. He would level 4, I mean, for the level 2 aura. But now he feels confident enough to attack. He doesn't have a TP, no invul, and no heal scrolls, so his combat inventory not the greatest. The expansion, though, not yet.
Forces are under attack.
Didn't bring any gold yet, so perfect timing coming out of TH. Attacking down here, and this does not look like a fight that Life can win. Does he have heal scrolls? He doesn't. No invul either. TH repositioning to the east as the first mortar teams arrive, and militia train, a big one, coming from the main as well. That's pretty cool. He's killing the trees here so he can buy stuff from the shop. TH seems to be making all the right moves this game. And there we go. AM will be able to buy stuff here. He's giving Life a little bit more time, and suddenly Life's sitting at 67. He could have hit a 70 supply against 48 push, but he waited a little bit longer, and now Life may have a fighting chance as the expansion is starting to pay off. But high upkeep all ready for TH. And here we go. The engagement starts. We have 5 bears, that's not too much. And not many Dryads at all. Demon Hunter eating the brunt of the damage so far. There's also Footman in here though. Oh, the Naga out of position for Life. She does have the TP, so she will always be able to get out, hitting level 3 right now. And the bears, man, taking a lot of damage. 1-0 on riflemen and mortar teams. And the Naga, I think, finds herself in a surround here that will have to be the TP sooner rather than later. And there we go. Demon Hunter, is he gonna be forced to pop the heal potion? He's not. 64 supply for the Night Elf as this first engagement ends. And still 80 for TH. Setting up towers right now. Knows the Night Elf needs a bit of time. He would like to heal up, like to clarity up. But he's forced to respond immediately again. And of course the mortar team, no plural here, only singular. Adds quite a bit of damage to the buildings. And the guard towers are coming. Life has to break this before the towers come up, but how is he supposed to do it? In the first engagement it was 5 bears, now it's only 3. These Dryads are dancing in a cute way, but I don't think it's enough. Demon Hunter is getting low. He of course has the healing potion, using it now. He's getting rid of a few breakers here. That was the last heal scroll from the human. But still a big army remaining for him. He's not dropping at all. The riflemen, man mode enabled, into the front against the Dryads, and just too much. It is a good old-fashioned 70 to 80 supply push that wins him the game. And I guess what it came down to was the really good Archmage usage. Cancelling the expansion twice, and the Demon Hunter and the Archers not paying enough attention. Well played by TH. Not the most flashy play, not the most jaw-dropping game we've ever seen, but very solid. Very well done through and through. And that is the 3-1 for him already. Jesus Christ. we're racing along here. All right, I don't want to miss the next game. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Is it up? There we go. All right, Terranas stand is going to be the next one. This is where the early game of life seemed to be the strongest. Against Romantic yesterday and against Infi today. And Neo's back. Hello!
Hi.
Hey, you're really quiet.
Wait a second.
And now I can't hear anything.
Wait a second. Hey, better now?
Yeah, better now.
Yoo-hoo!
So, did you get a fix for your stuffs?
I replaced the router with one I still have left here, and it's kind of working, I guess.
Okay, good. Seems better at least than before.
Yep. So it's championship points for TH, right?
Yeah, man, so fast, crazy. And I asked before, is he gonna be the human to be putting an end to life? And it certainly seems like it. His play so far is super crisp, like no hesitation at all. Tower rush on Turtle Rock, and on Last Refuge he just goes for the expo kill over and over, and then the 70 supply push that we of course all know. Yeah, seemed to be pretty easy peasy, honestly.
Yeah, I thought the same at Robam before. That TH might just have the answers to life that, for example, Yumiko and Infi don't have, because he plays this this matchup slightly different from the others. And once again, someone took red. How in the hell is it possible?
I don't think it was me. I spawned in the observer slot.
Yeah, me too. Someone simply doesn't get it, how this works here.
Now we saw Live not going for the Warden on LR, where that didn't work out at all yesterday. But on TS, I mean his back is against the wall, but the Warden worked very well against Infi on Terranas. I think he's gonna go for it again.
Do you think that TH could pull out something out of the box on TS, like a Tinker Tower push?
Well, it's TH, so it's always possible. But it looks kind of small, Terranas, but the distances are really big between the mains.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's not the perfect map to pull stuff like that out. And I think he's kind of forced to play standard.
Fuck, I was
Haha, Remo it is. Idiot.
I spawned an observer, okay? Was
True
my
that.
fault.
Okay, so I expect a Warden play here, but maybe against an MK?
Does he really play MK first anymore?
Haven't seen it in quite some time.
Would be something new and refreshing, and the speed of the games today, holy crap. We continue right away.
Yes. It's the fourth game and we're only 40 minutes in, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy fast. And it might be the last one, man. This might be one of the fastest best of sevens we've ever seen.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many, but usually they drag on for hours. But yeah, TH is different. TH is, yeah, likes to end things rather fast. He's spawning in the upper left of Terranas, bottom right is alive. And he's not mixing things up. He's not going for his natural, just a standard play with the laboratory first.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go for that greedy natural creep that can be punished. Wants to take it slow. If an expansion should be coming out of TH, which is what I'm expecting, it's going to be a little bit tougher for him to expand extremely fast. But what we've seen the Night Elves do is not take the natural for an expansion, but actually take the top right. And that, well, actually in the game earlier, not too long ago at all, that worked out really well for him. But the big first question is gonna be Warden or Demon Hunter. Is he gonna be scared enough of TH by this point to not pick the Warden? Of course, she's kind of a gamble hero. If she snowballs hard, it is extremely strong, but if she has trouble early on, it's gonna be tough. And he's scared, going for the Demon.
Yeah, no Mountain King, but this is the safe route, I guess. If there's an MK from TH, which is always a possibility, I think, then he's kind of fucked with the Warden, but if he goes Demon Hunter, he's good against an Archmage and a Mountain King, especially against the Mountain King. So this seems to be the safe choice.
Yep.
In this
But
and of course, tournament, when you're 3-1 behind, you don't want to lose via hero pick.
Yeah, but it seems to me like he is losing the mind game here to TH. I think he is a little bit scared, like, oh, I'd like to go the Warden, but I don't really, you know, I don't really have the confidence right now. So, well, it's not like it's a huge disadvantage, but of course the Demon Hunter offers totally different play styles. The harass you can do with the Warden, well, it's not like any other hero in the game can do that kind of harass. So, it's gonna be a more normal game, a more traditional game. But he was able to win those as well. Against Romantic, he looked way better with the Demon Hunter than with the Warden, so it's not like with that hero pick already he's falling behind.
Exactly, we mentioned this yesterday, that his Warden play is not on top of the world. He showed us today that he can play it better, but his strong suit was definitely the Demon Hunter. 2 farms by TH, by the way, and he wants to make sure that he knows when the counter expansion is coming up. Both players taking quite some time.
The Wisp pull was stopped by a footman blocking. That is actually such a big deal. Does he have another in position at the other MoCup? No, he doesn't. So TH knew exactly what was coming, and this obviously means there's no Shadow Priest, and this made such a big difference in the early game. And it's not easy to do at all. Blocking a Wisp with a footman, that is not an easy task. So the Wisp was killed by the mercenaries. They were too close to their merc camp, so he couldn't buy the priest. And now he doesn't have to worry about abolish magic. And Infi is like, great! You don't have a priest. Easy expansion.
It is the very
Oh, you're lagging super hard again.
What?
You're lagging extremely hard again.
Fuck this time.
Yeah, we couldn't understand you, unfortunately. We have Immolation this time. The first time maybe I ever see it from live. And he's standing in between everything. This is a lot of damage, but he's surrounded as well. He might be forced into a TP. But the damage is pretty damn real. Getting, I think it was only 2 peasants in the end. But everything's pretty damn hurt. Probably a shop coming up in speed build here. Yep. There we go for the Regent Scroll.
A town is under siege.
And Huntress is coming out of life, who is still tier 1. Do we have a second Ancient of War? We don't. And he's got 600 gold. 650. And counting. And this is... I think life looks totally clueless right now as to what to do. He gets the mercenaries now. Alright, that's what he was saving the money for, I guess. But with that one Shadow Priest deny, he already changed the outcome of this early game by so much. Very, very well done by TH. And it wasn't even that obvious, because the games before, Life always stole them from this camp. But this time it was the other way around. And it does it again though, and this time it works. So he has double Shadow Priest and the Berserker now to work with, and the Huntresses, obviously. Going for the Immolation again, standing next to the Footmen, but not next to all of them. So the damage is okay. Footmen do retreat now. How the tower's looking, of course. They are a big deal. There's only one single Arcane Tower, and this one will not be coming up with all of the piercing damage. Or will it? Against the Immolation, this is actually a big deal. And he... Oh, everything is working for TH this game, and nothing seems to be working out for Life, unfortunately for him. All these Footmen, though, extremely hurt. This is lots of juicy experience. But the Huntress is starting to drop low as well, we shouldn't forget. And only one footman has died so far. Water Elementals will be falling one after the other, giving more experience towards this demon. Again, Region Scroll activated. Moonwell's still pretty okay looking. But it's used for the Huntresses right now, so once the Demon Hunter gets low, he might have a tough time healing up again. Also have a scout farm here for any attempt of a counter expansion. Really like TH's play here. Infi, before in the losers final, he managed to pull off a few pretty cool moves that were really impressive in how he stayed in the game, but he never had these very solid early games where he was in a good position to start with. TH now does seem to be in this position. There's a Tree of Life counter expansion coming up. It's a little bit late. Not as late as it was on Last Refuge, and I don't think this one will be scouted. Oh, the Demon Hunter might be walking into surround here. He doesn't have a TP or anything. Important kill there on the Shadow Priest. Very close now to level 3. Boom! There we go! Archer kill gets him his level up. Doesn't summon it yet. Maybe he thinks there's gonna be Dispel. No, here we go. Level 2 Water Elementals, very strong, obviously, against the Huntresses. This Shredder could definitely be microed better, but okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
No boots of speed on either of the heroes, so they're both fairly safe.
A town is under siege.
Alright. And by now, TH should realize, alright, you tried to pressure some, but it wasn't like 6 Huntresses, it was only like 3, so where's the rest of your resources? And obviously we know it's down here.
Are under attack.
And again he's pulling the Mercs. More Shadow Priests. Berserker is close to being available as well, but a little too far away. Oh, there we go. Oh, is he gonna die to the creeps now? Oh, might be close. No, it gets away. Okay. Good timing by Life. Has that down. And we have the Panda second, so it's gonna be turning into a standard game. Obviously, the human expansion is quite a bit faster. Do we have Nature's Blessing? No, we don't. He has the resources now to research it, but I guess the tree's moving already anyways. And here we go, lots of... Do we have double barracks again? No. Single barracks for TH, but a lot of footmen regardless. Not many of them have died. Oh my god, could he get to the kill here? That would be massive, that would be such a catastrophe. I don't think so though. Alright, we have double fire action coming in, Immolation and Breath of Fire. So these footmen will be worn out over time. And the Tree of Life will survive. But also delayed, not to forget. Oh, but this is a lot of experience. This is a lot of experience he's giving away. He's trying to save them as best he can with a Zeppelin. But, oh my goodness! Look at the footman! Holy crap, TH. I mean, he's been impressing me all day, but these little micro moves always, they seem to be standing out the most. And he's gonna save these ones as well. Wow. Let's check the corpses. So this is a footman. This is a footman. I think that's it though. I think he only lost 2 footmen. I thought he was gonna... Look at this. Holy crap. Someone call an ambulance. We have an emergency. You guys hear the sirens? They're close. Hopefully. Don't run into a creep camp, man. Wow, that was pretty cool. Expansion does come up. But very delayed. Very delayed indeed. How's the tier 2 looking for TH? It's done. Again, going for the fortification with the farms. The Panda, though, will be level 3. This is enough for his level 3, and with the Tome of Experience, it's easily enough. And we don't have the tier 2 ready yet. Sanctum's coming up. He lost the Shredder before. That was probably TH's biggest mistake, not microing the Shredder. That would help him so much right now in this tier 2 macro situation. That was, by the way, a Tome of Experience here. Otherwise he wouldn't be level 3 already. And he's attacking again. He might be able to kill this entangled gold mine. The tree itself, perhaps a little too much to ask for. After all, there is a breath level 2, but the panda is low. He has 2 mana for 2 breaths. Enough mana for 2 breaths, I mean. And alright. TH realizes, yeah, probably don't want to do that. Retreats. Do we have tier 3 here? Oh, it's far away. It's far away. For life, excuse me. We only have a single Sanctum, man. And there's Shredder number 2. Yeah, so much gold. Seems like TH's macro is slipping pretty hard here. Oh, the Naga. Again, the Zeppelin save. Well done. And where's the tier 2 buildings, man? TH, you got 2,000 gold. He's certainly slipping in macro currently. There we go. Second Sanctum. He has the resources for a workshop as well. Easily. Maybe here. And with his macro slipping, he is giving life a lot more time than he should have. Alright, there we go. There's the workshop. 4 peasants building, but it's gonna be late regardless. TH playing extremely well. 2 mistakes probably this game. The first one was losing the Shredder, and the second one was being a little bit slow on his tier 2. And of course losing the Shredder already meant that he was gonna be later with his tier 2 buildings. So Life gets a chance here, a better chance. He also has a lot of gold, man. And the tier 3 should be finished for him by now. Yes, it is. Master training for the bears is coming. And you just saw here that there's no real army just yet, so there's no immediate threat facing him. And I think this is too late for the 70 supply timing now. 70-80 supply. Oh, alright, maybe not. Buying a lot of scrolls and stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
So with all these scrolls, it certainly looks like TH wants to go for the tier 2 timing, but isn't it a little bit too late? Live needs to realize this, needs to start production, and that's what he does. Double lore for the bears, and he also has an Ancient of Wind for the fairies. Do we have upgrades for him? No, we don't. Prioritizing units exclusively. 1 heal scroll now. And found the Greater Invul as well, which is obviously very nice. The AM, not level 4. If he solo creeps this, that should be enough, right? Yeah, definitely. But he wants some experience on the Naga as well. And the towers begin for TH. Interesting to put them here. Would have rather expected them farther forward to be attacking the main. Or maybe here to be attacking the expansion. But he's taking it very slow. So maybe he's not gonna go for the tier 2 push, but rather expand again. And yep, certainly looks like it. Thinks, alright, my timing is out the window. Let's play this super slow, super late. But he's playing against 2 heroes with 2 pretty damn good ultimates. And Life is looking for the fight. He's not far behind in supply at all. And getting more experience is what he would love to do. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, where's the heal scroll? He has 2 of them. There we go. First one being popped on the AM. Scroll of Protection as well. Lots of damage coming from these fairy dragons. But the Riflemen will take them out over time. The bears get a great surface area, however. And more Breath of Fire damage coming in. We have 1 more breath. Lightning Shield as well on the Demon. A nice little move there as well. Breath of Fire number 3. But there's no Drunken Haze, so not incredible damage. And TP out has to come. But Life was able to trade. Life was able to get experience. And I think he'll be happy with this. Supply-wise, pretty damn even as the dust settles. And now Life knows, alright, you're setting up another expansion. Does he want to pressure this hard, or does he follow with his own expansion, is the question. He has the Wellspring upgrade, which makes me happy. Do we have tier 3? No, we don't. For now, TH is staying on tier 2. And the towers here will be finishing shortly. Hippogriff providing valuable scouting information. And now dying. Dishonorable death. And again, Life being pretty aggressive. He has no TP this time. Oh, this is dangerous, man. When all these bears get slowed and there's no TP to get out, this might be a lot of kills for the human. The towers die very quickly, but obviously there's the expansion to fall back to. No upgrades, by the way, on the bears. Against 1-0 on the breakers. 8 armor with the devotion aura. Without an MK, of course, the pickoffs aren't as easy. But he has the Naga here now, and new ivories are coming. We do have a staff this time. Only a single one, however, as the Demon Hunter, we just saw it there in the experience bar, getting very close to level 5. Coming in again. Oh, TH would love to take a fight right here. Life, are you sure this is where you want to be? I guess it is. As TH TP's out the Demon Hunter, playing with fire, and will use the invul. I think it was unnecessary, but definitely you rather want to use the invul than die there. That was the big one, though. That was the greater invul. That is already a big pickoff for TH to pull out of his opponent. And I think the main reason he retreated there was he has no heal scrolls. He has 0 heal scrolls. And obviously against the Panda, that is a dangerous proposition. Speaking of heal scrolls, being brought up right now by Life. Please kill these creeps, bro. Then you're level 5 on the demon. Lots of bears, by the way. And still no... Ah, there we go. Upgrades. Finally. And again, Life not getting a shredder. We saw this before against Infi. I already thought that was a mistake there. When obviously the game was going to turn into a long macro game. Do we have tier 3 now? Yep, we do. Okay. So, we're gonna have full tech trees pretty much from both sides. And the AM is level 5. The Naga, she's not bad in the late game. Level 3 Fog Lightning, it's good, you know. But it's no level 3 Bolt, so this hero, you can say, falls off in the late game. Panda, can't really say it about him. And not about the demon either.
A player's forces are
Next
under
expansion,
attack.
by the way, has been set up here by Life. Two upgrades now for the breakers. 1-0 only for the ranged units. The bear sitting at 0-1. And here we go. How many heal scrolls do we have? 2. Dryads are moving forward, trying to close in on the... what are they called again? Mortar teams, that's right. And yeah, the bridge. This is the perfect fighting position. TH was trying to lure him here. Tornado level 5 coming in, but this doesn't look like such a big army. It says AD supply for the human, but it really doesn't look like it. It really doesn't. He's falling back to his towers, or should I say tower, because it's only a single guard tower, and these bears not taking much damage at all. I think Blizzard should have definitely been skilled by now. I think this is another mistake here that we can see out of TH. Water Elemental again being spawned, but this will not be surviving for too much longer. Invul used on the Naga already. And the bears are just munching forward, moving forward. Archmage in trouble. Might be forced into the TP here. The Naga, though, also out of position. Do we have a breath? We do not. And the Naga will get out alive. I think he has to go into Blizzard. I think this is too late for Water Elementals. Level 5 now for the Panda as well. TH is chasing, though. Everything's slowed, obviously. Staff is ready to save this bear. Doesn't want to save the Berserker. But the Expo is up. The tier 3 is done. The Paladin is coming. Fragmentation shards. Mass training for both his casters. Alright. Patience. Patience, my friend. Don't really like that he's creeping these shortly before the Paladin arrives. Did you see? He was intentionally killing these trees. Well, he's probably gonna try to attack the Tree of Life with the mortar teams here. Oh, there we go. Is he close enough? He is. Alright. Cheeky play coming out of TH. Of course, you could just uproot and put it there. It's gonna take quite a bit of time, though. Oh, the fragmentation shots, look at it. Oh, the damage! Oh, and then he retreats. Okay.
A town is under
As the
siege.
fairy dragons come in, and again the bears are engaging. At 1-1 upgrades now. And again, life slipping on the upgrades, man. We are heading into the super late game with lots of gold mines, and he's not going for the upgrades. That pains me a little. Breath of Fire into the breakers doesn't do much. Does nothing, to be precise. Do we have some knights? Do we have some griffins? No. Lots of upgrades though. This is all of the upgrades. So he will have spent money on all 9 upgrades.
A player's forces are
Oh
under
nice,
attack.
enemies on the Naga. Trying to steal something from the shop here. Seems to realize though that she's too late. And it seems to me that TH wants to buy time, wants to find pickoffs for his level 6 AM for the mass teleport. And then he can really try to outmaneuver his opponent. Alright, mortar teams. Inner fire and fragmentation shards, and soon to have 3 damage upgrades. This is a lot of deeps to be coming out of the back line. More and more towers are coming. Main gold mines, by the way, have expired. Quite a while ago, actually. And again, we see life being very... It's the same as against Infi. Very late with the upgrades and very late with the Chim Roost. He has... There we go. Finally, upgrade start. Very late. And also no Chim Roost. Imagine 2 Chims here with a range upgrade. What is TH gonna do about that? Rifleman, maybe? The one he has, alright. Good luck with that. But I guess first he would need some bears to die. To be able to rotate those out. We still don't have Blizzard, by the way. Maybe there's a good reason for it. But in the big clashes, 80 versus 80, I am very, very sure that Blizzard is better than Water Elemental. But maybe he wants to have the opportunity for some base harassment, wisp kill and stuff, whatever. Maybe there he feels Blizzard might, Water Elementals might be better.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fairy Dragons going to the back line, deploying in Mana Flare form. The Mana Burn level 3, man, hurting the Naga so much. Obviously, this Paladin only level 1. The Holy Light helps, but not too much. Lots of damage here on these ranged units with Roar and Inner Fire on them. And here we go. Bears moving in again. Demon Hunter, Panda getting more and more experience. Oh, Demon taking quite a bit of damage here actually. And he would love to get towards his level 6, of course, Metamorphosis. We all know it. It's a good spell.
A player's forces
He's losing quite a few units here, to be honest. Life is. And these Master Casters, look at the damage on the frickin' mortar teams. Plus 28. Holy crap. Invis save there on the Paladin. Knights are coming in now as well. With lots and lots of armor. And these bears might not be strong enough anymore. Bro, where are your upgrades? Where are your upgrades? Demon Hunter has to TP out. And I think TH has finally done it. With a tier 3 army. I think he did it. I think he did it. 93 supply for him. He's in a high upkeep. And Life had to TP to his first expansion. Now he's gonna lose all of his main base. Patience. Patience coming out of TH is enough. With his tier 3, with the towers. With beautiful movement. Very impressive play coming out of... What was it? WCG winner 2011 or something? I don't know. Usually Neo would be telling you right now which WCG he won. But he definitely won some. A long time we were saying, TH, where is your prime? Where is your good shape? We haven't seen it in a long time, but now we certainly do. TP coming in again. These bears and heroes are in trouble at this point. I don't even think the Metamorphosis is going to be able to do it. TP out again. Oh my god, these bears. One will die. GG! Wow! TH finds the answer. Life has been slaying the Chinese humans left and right. But TH is too strong in the end. And he wins. Congratulations. MoCup. #1 champion. $1,500 for him. $750 for Life. And that's it with a MoCup.